In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on April 28, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Bruins versus Florida Panthers. The Boston Bruins face the Florida Panthers in Game 6 of the first round. The Bruins could have clinched the series on their home ice but lost Game 5 in overtime. The Panthers were on the ropes but stole Game 5 and looked to even up the series and force a winner-take-all game with a win on their home ice. The Bruins look to advance to the second round, while the Panthers hope to keep their season alive, and the upcoming game should be a great one as a result. Boston is 40-11 in their last 51 games and 20-7 in their last 27 Friday games. The over is 8-1 in Boston's last 9 road games. Florida is 2-5 in their last 7 games and 2-6 in their last 8 Friday games. The under is 5-2-1 in Florida's last 8 Friday games. The over is 7-2 in these two teams' last 9 head-to-head meetings. After the first 2 games of this series, the Bruins have been by far the better team in this series, dominating the last 3 games, despite losing Game 5, which they likely should have finished this series in, as they put 47 shots on the Panthers. They have an advantage on both ends of the ice, especially defensively. They've had the second best defense in the NHL, while the Panthers have scored the 6th most goals in the league. The Bruins are the best defensive team in the NHL by a significant margin, having allowed the fewest goals in the NHL. They've given up the 7th fewest expected goals and the 11th fewest high-danger shots. Meanwhile, the Panthers have struggled on the back end, allowing the 12th most goals in the NHL. They've given up the 8th most expected goals and the 3rd most high-danger shots. I expect the Bruins to finish this series on the road tonight. Not only do I think they're up by a decent margin in the 3rd period, with the being an elimination game for Florida, I expect to see an empty net early on the Panthers' end of the ice, which should lead to a free goal or 2 for the Bees to hit the puck line and win by multiple goals. So the Boston Bruins money line is our full game side pick. The common trend in a lot of these recent games has been goals through and through, and I don't look for much to be different here. The Panthers got it done with offense in Game 5 to stay alive, and they're going to have to keep it going, as I just think that the Panthers' goaltending is starting to run out of gas. Boston will have another chance to eliminate the Panthers in this game, but Florida will be on their home ice. The Bruins outscored Florida by a total of 10-4 in the first 2 games in Florida in this series, and I think we are going to see another Boston victory here. The over has been a great pick in these 2 teams' last 9 meetings. I believe that we got a high-scoring game here. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Stars versus Minnesota Wild. It's a win-or-go-home situation in the Western Conference playoffs on the ice as a series shifts to the land of 10,000 lakes. The Dallas Stars have a chance to eliminate the Minnesota Wild when the teams meet in Game 6 of their best-of-7 first-round series Friday night. Minnesota opened the series with a 3-2 road overtime win in Game 1 on April 17th, before Dallas evened things up by taking Game 2 7-3 at home April 19th. The Wild regained the series lead with a 5-1 triumph in Game 3 at home last Friday, but the Stars have taken the last 2 games. Dallas prevailed 3-2 on the road in Game 4 Sunday before blanking the Wild 4-0 in Game 5 Tuesday night at home. Will Minnesota force a decisive Game 7, or will Dallas close things out here? The Stars are 6-2 in their last 8 road games and 9-2 in their last 11 overall. The Wild are 78-35 in their last 113 home games and 2-5 in their last 7 overall. The over is 5-1 in Stars' last 6 road games. The under is 20-7-2 in Wild last 29 home games. The home team is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. It feels like the Dallas Stars are in control of this series, as their defensive effort has put the Wild in hell these past 2 games. Outside of Game 3, the Wild aren't finding anything easy, and it's concerning entering a must-win Game 6. With that said, the Wild has still been one of the more trustworthy teams over the last 2 years at home, winning 69% of their last 113 tries. So the Minnesota Wild money line is our full game side pick. In this series, the under has posted a 3-2 mark in the opening 5 games entering this contest. The 2 games that went over the total were Game 2A and Game 3, with the total set at 5.5 goals in each of the 5 games. Dallas has thrived in shutting down Minnesota's attack, and when they have the man advantage, they've been deadly, cashing into the tune of 9 power play goals. The grip on the sticks might be a little tighter for the Wild, knowing that elimination looms with a defeat. That could lead to a more defensive style of game, helping this game stay below the number. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado Avalanche versus Seattle Kraken. The Colorado Avalanche will go on the road and take on the Seattle Kraken at Climate Pledge Arena for Game 6 of their first-round playoff series. Colorado had a record of 51-24-7 this season. Seattle had a record of 46-28-8 this season. Seattle leads the playoff series 3-2. Colorado is 39-14 in their last 53 road games and 157-75 in their last 232 games overall, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games against the Pacific Division. Seattle is 3-8 in their last 11 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600 and 5-2 in their last 7 games following a win, while the under is 7-1 in their last 8 games overall. The defending Stanley Cup champions, Colorado Avalanche, will be facing elimination in Game 6 after losing Game 5 at home. The offense has been a huge letdown in this series for Colorado. They scored 2 goals or less in 3 out of 5 games in this series and have scored more than 3 goals just once in this series. With their backs against the wall, the Avalanche will wake up in Game 6 and put in their best effort offensively. Colorado is too talented on offense to continue to struggle. The Avalanche will avoid elimination in Game 6 and push the series to 7 games, so the Colorado Avalanche money line is our full game side pick. This has been a low-scoring series with the under hitting in 4 out of the 5 games. Colorado's offense scored 2 goals or less in 3 out of 5 games in this series and has scored more than 3 goals just once in this series. Seattle scored 3 goals in Games 1, 4, and 5, 2 goals in Game 2, and 4 goals in Game 4. Each team has only had 1 good offensive game in this series. The under has been the dominant trend between these 2 teams in a lot of the meetings between these 2 since Seattle's inception into the NHL last season, and I just don't see anything changing in this matchup with so much at stake on both sides. Game 6 will be another low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.